And welcome to our meteorology segment, folks. And the story today is not meteorology at all. It's more like space weather. So we're showing the aurora because we would like to invite you to our YouTube channel. Great video about the geomagnetic storm conditions that are showing up. These are the aurora as shown by Null School. Let's switch to the normal view that we typically have, the jet streams of the Western world. And I would note some very, very cold air being infused into places like Florida, Texas, huge portions of the country under freeze watches. Anyway, those are the jet streams. Here are the surface winds of the Western world. Strong winds off the coast of Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. A strong onshore wind there of northeastern Canada. Here are the surface winds of the eastern world. We've got a strong anticyclone down here in the South Sea, the Southern Ocean. Clear skies likely over that portion of the planet as anticyclones rotate counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. Here are the jet streams of the east. Doubled up jet stream over Southeast Asia, a convergence over the Central Pacific. Doubled up jet streams over Oceania. And let's move on to some forecasts. Here's your temperature anomaly forecast. So we've got some very cold temperatures here in the eastern portion of the country, and we're expecting a respite within the next 3 days. Some anomalously high temperatures coming, so that will be a welcome thing after we got like 5 inches of snow yesterday here in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. That's the GFS model, by the way, for temperature anomaly. Degrees are shown here in Celsius. Here's the GFS forecast for pressure and precipitation. Some additional heavy rains forecasted there for a large portion of the southern part of the country there. Starting out in Louisiana and then moving across the Gulf Coast. Additional snows falling in the Rockies and a little bit in the Northeast as well. Here's the accumulated positive snow depth change on that same GFS model for the 72-hour period of time that we've been showing on the previous forecasts. The most snow expected there in the northern Rockies and the northern part of Wisconsin. Also some heavy snows in California, Oregon, and Washington. Next, a NASA GOES lightning mapper imagery. Quite a bit of lightning here in South America. Not so much in North America, but there could be some coming. Some of those storms looked pretty severe for places like Louisiana especially. It's going to hit hard and fast, and then it's going to move east. So here's a real-time lightning map, courtesy of lightningmaps.org. Pretty calm conditions as far as lightning, at least in the areas that are monitored. Some lightning off the coast of Portugal showing up during the live stream. Next, your weather.gov map, and if your county is lit up, click your county. Check out all the freeze warnings down there. Those are freeze warnings for a large portion of the southern part of the country. If you're viewing from Florida, stop crying about how cold it is and bragging about how warm it is to people in Pennsylvania. Again, we're located right about here, folks, in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania. If you're viewing the videos on BitChute, make sure you view on YouTube. You're missing most of our content, including our space weather videos. There's a geomagnetic storm a-brewing. We've only got geomagnetic unrest at the moment. We can expect it to move into storm conditions very soon. Let's go back to meteorology. Here is the scenario for water vapor over the Pacific Ocean. Finally, a break in that dry air in the south central Pacific. A huge blocking mass of dry air, now getting some moisture showing up in it. It looks like a bunch of convection there in the South Pacific. As summer comes to a close and we close in on another equinox, that is the scenario for the water vapor over the Pacific Ocean, Earth's largest body of water. Next, your weather.gov Doppler radar map. It's radar.weather.gov if you're wondering. And we'll focus on the lower 48. A bit of precipitation there. You know who you are. Great Lakes region receiving some snow. And some mixed precipitation there in the northwest. Here's a shortwave radiation map, and you can see this cold front moving out. That is some really cold air And this is the front right here. Great imagery of that on the shortwave radiation map there. 3.9 nanometers. Shows clouds and fog at night. I know we're a little late with the video today. Still part of the country is dark. Here's the water vapor map. Again, you can see that cold front moving in, infusing cold air over a large portion, most of the eastern part of the country. And here's your recap, the U.S. Doppler radar. Clouds and fog. There's water vapor. It should clear up any misconceptions about what's going on the Doppler. Thanks for tuning in to the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. Smash-O-Mash, signing off.